In this video, we're going to make some real glass fruit slicing. By now, you've probably seen those incredibly satisfying AI clips that were made using Google's Veo 3 video generator. I want to see how close we can replicate those videos using real crafting and filming techniques. I'm going to test out different transparent materials for creating the fruit and add my own ASMR sound effects on top. This is one of the most interesting DIY challenges I've ever done, so let's dive right in. The first thing I did was to buy some ready-made fruit desserts and slice them up. These are incredibly fragile and nearly didn't survive the car ride home. The reason those glass fruit videos feel so satisfying is because they show a familiar object behaving in an unfamiliar way. Even though these pastries are beautiful, there's nothing unfamiliar or unexpected when I'm cutting them up. The inside is also far too cake-like, and there's nothing that suggests glass or crystal. So the next step is to make everything transparent. It needs to look like a fruit but be soft enough to slice, so that rules out materials like resin, ice, slime, or museum gel. I decided to go with transparent jelly wax, agar, and Taba silicone. I made a squishy video several years ago using this crystal wax, and the result was good, but the squishies broke apart if you press too hard. But that's exactly what I'm looking for in this video, so I'm very excited to see how it turns out. I'm cutting up the wax into small pieces and melting it on a double boiler. Last time I did it in the microwave, but it took ages, so I prefer the stove. I also bought a bag of candle pigment so I can customize the colors. I was a bit worried that these might only be compatible with normal wax, but they worked perfectly well with jelly wax. Now I'm filling up the mold and had a small heart attack when it nearly tipped over. The only advantage of jelly wax is that it's completely reusable, so if you do spill anything, then just wait for it to cool down and you can melt it again. I have a bit of pink wax left, so I'm going to add some yellow pigment in here to make a mango color. I want to try this mold, which comes with tiny funnels, but I quickly realized that is not going to work. I figured the easiest solution is just to cut away the silicone to make a larger hole. This time, the wax went inside without any problems. This is the same evening, and the wax has cooled down completely. I realized that I might not be able to get the peach out without destroying it, so I'm a bit apprehensive. The problem with these cheap 3D molds is that they only work for certain types of materials. Clear wax is slightly brittle, so I ended up ripping one side when taking it out. This means the only option for demolding the second peach is to cut it out of the mold. But before that, I want to try making some real jelly fruits. I debated between using gelatin or agar quite a bit, but settled on agar because it has a higher gel point. This keeps it more stable at room temperature, which will hopefully look more like glass when sliced. Gelatin-based desserts tend to soften out of the fridge, and they also appear jiggly, which is an effect I don't want. I'm mixing up 3 packets of this agar setting agent with 30 milliliters of water. This needs to boil for a very short time and then get set aside. Then you add the agar to whichever liquid you want to turn into jelly. In this case, I'm just using water. I'm also adding a lot more agar than a standard recipe because I want the final piece to be as solid as possible. I'm using food coloring to create the desired shade and then pouring it into the empty peach mold. Now I'm adding a lot of red to the peach jelly so I can make some strawberries. Then I'm cooking up a new batch to make blueberries. And lastly, I'm making an orange mango jelly. Here we are the next day, and this is the first jelly wax peach that ripped on one side. Now I'm carefully cutting apart the mold so I can release the second one without any damage. This has a really cool surface that looks like sea glass, which is another common prompt used in those AI videos. The wax mango turned out incredible. This looks exactly like shiny glass, and the color difference inside gives it a realistic looking depth. Now comes the agar berries. I fear that I'm going to have the same problem demolding the strawberry because it feels too fragile to come out in one piece. As predicted, the first strawberry broke apart, so I'm going to have to cut the mold for the others. But fortunately, the blueberry one is round enough to come out by itself. The candle wax version is even easier, and this looks just like real glass. Now that I have one empty strawberry mold and all the empty blueberry molds, I can move on to the final material, which is Taba gel. I bought a new set of silicone pigment just for this video because these don't affect the transparency. A lot of Taba squishy pigments contain titanium dioxide, which makes the final color translucent or even opaque. Since these pieces are supposed to be glass, I want to preserve the clarity of the Taba gel as much as possible. The red went in really nicely, and I love how it looks almost like syrup. The same applies to this one, which creates an amazing crystal clear blue. Now I'm leaving both to cure overnight. Luckily, I had no problems demolding these because Taba silicone is so flexible. This looks just like glass, but it does have a very different texture. I have a feeling that I won't be able to slice the strawberry like those AI videos. Even with the sharpest knife, the Taba is just going to compress instead of breaking apart. The blueberry Taba also turned out amazing visually, but it feels too squishy to cut. This leads me to the idea that maybe I can pre-slice it and then simply push apart the sections for the final clip. I'm taking the sharpest craft knife I have and trying to make a clean cut. Just like I mentioned earlier, you can see how hard it is to get a slice through a Taba squishy. I realized that the best method is to use a sharp pair of scissors. This produces the cleanest cut, and I can reattach the slice fairly well. Now I suddenly have the idea to try a crystal-filled glass fruit. You might have seen those AI videos as well, where lots of gemstones spill out of a sliced object. I'm going to use Crystal Pixie, which are tiny Swarovski crystals designed for nail art. These are absolutely gorgeous, and they look just like diamonds. I'm starting by cutting the strawberry neatly with scissors. Then I'm going to hollow out the inside very carefully. Taba squishy is quite sturdy, so this is much easier than trying to hollow out a jelly or crystal wax fruit. Now I'm filling it up with the diamonds and replacing the slice section. These join up surprisingly well, and it's hard to tell that the fruit has already been cut. I'm very pleasantly surprised how realistic this looks. I'm repeating the same method for the blueberry, and this one is a bit trickier because it's smaller. But it looks even more satisfying because the membrane is thin, so you can see more of the crystals inside. This one reminds me most of those surreal AI fruits. Now that we've finally prepared all the fruits, the next step will be to see how well they slice. The first one we'll try is the jelly wax peach. Unfortunately, the crystal wax is more rubbery than I thought it was. Instead of splitting apart like glass, I have to press down really hard to get the slices. This spoils the illusion of it being a glass object and will be difficult to synchronize ASMR to this movement. The agar strawberry is a lot more promising, and the knife slides right through. However, I wasn't really satisfied with the colors in this shot. The cutting board feels a bit dry, so I'm adding a layer of water on top. This creates that glossy wooden background from those AI videos. This strawberry looks so crisp and could easily pass for one of those glass fruits. The jelly blueberry also cuts well, but I overdid the pigment a bit, so it's not transparent enough. I prefer the look of the wax blueberry because it has an unnatural blue glow that makes it feel more AI generated. This one compressed a tiny bit, but still sliced fine. The wax mango is one of my absolute favorites in terms of visual appearance, but the texture is not 100% there. There's too much rebound, which makes it feel rubbery. Same for the peach, which looks amazing, but requires a lot of pressure to cut. So before we move on to the best results, I'll give an overview of how I made the ASMR. I don't have a lot of experience with sound editing, so this was a real challenge. The glass fruit videos are so successful because they have AI-generated ASMR that blends materials and noises which don't exist in the real world. The sound of the fruits being sliced actually reminds me a lot of melamine foam soaked in slime. I set this up, but my foam wasn't moist enough and the results sounded too squeaky and not crunchy. Then I experimented with more ASMR triggers like slime, kinetic sand, cutting a real watermelon, tapping a glass, and dropping crystals into a bowl. I took sections out of all of these sound effects and layered it over the video. This crystal blueberry is one of my favorites. The ASMR here is a combination of tapping a glass with a knife, squishing slime, and chopping a real melon. This is the agar jelly peach, and even though I used quite a bit of pink, it somehow looks completely orange on camera. So let's just pretend this is an orange. The crystal tab of blueberry and strawberry look amazing from a visual perspective, but the silicone is quite sticky, making it a challenge to get the slices to fall like glass. I find the best solution is to place the detached piece as loosely as possible and basically knock it over with a knife. The part that I underestimated most was creating the ASMR. A lot of those glass fruit sound effects aren't actually glass, but they sound almost like Velcro ripping, sand crunching, or slime squishing. I tried pulling the sound effects from AI videos to see if I could synchronize it to my own footage. I feel this works really well, but I still prefer having some of them entirely manual. But on the whole, I had loads of fun making these, so just let me know if you have any other AI genres that you'd like to see remade in real life. I'm Joanna, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!